Hi everyone, welcome. It's a public holiday here in South Africa, and I can't remember the last time I was so lazy. Honestly, I could stay in bed all day and stare at the ceiling. And no, I'm not sick or depressed. I'm genuinely just lazy. I think it is because it's so quiet. Usually we hear the neighbors talk or drive in or out, but today it is silent, no music, vehicles are parked in the same spot, and there are no cars on the road even, at least not many, one or two every now and then. Although it's warm, it is slightly overcast, so the light is a little dim as well, and all of it together is putting my brain into neutral, I think. But I'm on my third coffee, so I'm going to try and wake myself up and give my impression and commentary on Harry in New York City. Harry attended the Diana Award Annual Concordia Summit yesterday, I think Monday. The summit was centered around mental health and ways to empower the youth. The CEO of the Diana Award, Dr. Tessie Ojo, led the discussion, and she was joined by Harry, obviously, and two previous winners of the Diana Award, Kiara Rianti Chang and Christina Williams. Now, I still can't get over how bad Harry looked at the World Health event. Honestly, he looked disheveled and dirty. He truly has no clue how to make himself presentable. Shave those neck hairs, shower before an event, and make sure your clothes are ironed or steamed. Really, it's not something Harry or anyone needs to do every day, but surely when you are on a stage in front of people and you know you are going to be photographed, you can at least try. Anyway, he looked marginally better at the Diana Award Summit. Did he sound better though? Not really. So here is what he said. I applaud you for certainly at your age to be on this stage, to have the confidence that you do, and to be able to speak as clearly and as passionately as you do. And I know that my mum would be incredibly proud of you guys, not just you, but all the award winners. Now let's just stop here and dissect. I really do not get Harry's brain, his thought patterns. Honestly, I don't. These two girls are both highly intelligent. You can find their accomplishments online, so one would assume they are able to express themselves clearly, especially seeing that they likely competed against hundreds of others to win the Diana Award in 2023. Now, this time I do not mind Harry mentioning his mummy because it was, after all, a Diana Award event. But I'm so tired of him always talking as if he knows what Diana is thinking. And I mean, as if he is in contact with her in the present. What he should have said was, and I know that my mum would have been incredibly proud of you. Because, after all, Diana is not on this earthly plane anymore, and there is no direct line to her despite what his wife wants them to believe. He continued, the reason why I wanted to go last is because these guys are the ones that give me hope. I've said it years ago and I'll say it again. The younger generation you are what gives me hope. The courage that you have give me hope. Because every single one of us need courage in order to really move the dial and create positive change in today's world, probably more so now than ever. Now, okay, let's stop again. no, the reason why Harry wanted to speak last is likely so that he gets individual attention and awe because he's immature. And then follows the word salad, and all he said is that the courage of the younger generation is giving him hope because everyone needs courage to create positive change. It does not even really make sense, does it? And what positive change is he talking about? He does not say, and do we really need courage, or would there be positive change if everyone just did their part? Okay, so he proceeded. So thank you to you guys for giving me and probably a whole lot of people in this room hope. Harry, you are repeating yourself. You said that already. Hope, 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 hope. The cockroach on the cork in Harry's head got stuck, so now he sounds like a broken record. Anyway, he finishes with, and now we need to listen, constantly listen, and then act on the advice and the vision you have, because otherwise it is your future being stolen from you, and that is unacceptable. Okay, now he sounded a little like Greta Thunberg, and I'm sure this came from one of her speeches, maybe not word for word, but very close. I'm not 100% sure of the ages of these girls, but they are somewhere between 18 and 21. Kiara finished high school, I think, last year and is a freshman at university this year. Now look, I looked at her accomplishments and her charitable work, and I think she's done more in her young life than many, many older people. And if you look at all the awards she won for different things, she's obviously highly intelligent and a very, very hard worker. But the fact remains that there are so many facets of life, so many fields of expertise, so many things affecting our lives that although we may listen with interest, we may not all run with what this particular young lady is telling us. Because, say, for instance, my field of interest may be completely different, and maybe where Kiara's field of interest is bringing education to the underprivileged, I am, for instance, more into conservation and fighting animal cruelty. I also, for instance, am someone who do not believe in talking about mental health until the cows come home. Talking it to death. I don't believe in that. I feel it is something best dealt with by professional people and doctors, and I can promise you that I'm not going to take advice from a 17 to 21-year-old, or Harry for that matter. My doctor has known me for many years, and he knows when to treat my body and when to treat me and my brain. Thank you very much. So I'm really so sick and tired of Harry thinking he is an expert. Just because you yourself suffers from depression, it does not make you an expert in treating it. Harry has not yet shown me his medical degree or his degree in psychology. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to take advice from him, particularly not someone like him who self-medicates with drugs and alcohol. Of course, we can chat to our friends about what we do to combat the blues or how we deal with it, but it is not one size fits all. And sometimes the holistic approach does not work, and we need medication just to get us back on track. And for that, we don't need Harry. We need a trusted medical professional. Harry is not someone we can admire for making the best decisions. And it is really time Harry is told that he's not the mental health messiah not the ultimate and last word in, say, climate change. Actually, Harry is an expert in nothing, and I, for one, am so tired of him pretending he knows everything about everything. Harry also attended an event hosted by African Parks. Harry joined a panel moderated by Katie Couric, and which included a number of people, among which Rob Walton and CEO Peter Fernhead. Harry spoke about his involvement in the translocation of elephants in Malawi in 2016. He said that the experience shaped his understanding of conservation and its impact. He emphasized the importance of collaboration and investment in conservation efforts. Since I've started taking notes for this video, Harry has also spoken on the podium at a Halo Trust event. And again, he spoke about his mother and how appalled she would have been to know that anyone's children or grandchildren are still endangered by hidden mines. At least in his speech, he acknowledged his own children, Archie and Lily, although not by name. Now, it was not really necessary to bring up Diana in this speech, but the Halo Trust was something Diana was particularly passionate about. So again, I'm going to give Harry a pass on that one. I have no idea how many speeches Harry has left to make. I know he still has the one for the Clinton Foundation, but otherwise I've lost track of all his appearances. It is rather funny to see that Harry is doing exactly what he did as a royal, and seeing him doing it all of it alone without Meghan the Claw, one can almost imagine that we had gone back in time. BM, before Meghan, he just looked better, neater, healthier, and his speeches were indeed better, as he likely had staff helping him to write it. Anyway, guys, I know there's a lot being said about Harry and Meghan's marriage and relationship, but I'm going to watch for a while longer before I say anything. Meghan's star has burned out. I heard some more things about her cooking show, and it is very likely that either we will not get to see it at all, or we'll see a very reduced version next year. So we can safely say yet another fail. I've not heard or seen anything new with regards to American Riviera Orchard, except that Meghan will rename it. But there are some saying that Meghan may scrap it all as she's battling to find product collaborations. So I'm going to sit back and watch that one as well. The gossip is also getting stronger that the Netflix contract will not be renewed next year. So, my dears, I'm sure that all these failures are having an impact on their income and indeed their relationship. When an already shaky marriage hits snags like that and there is increased financial worries, the marriage could very likely not survive the onslaught and often doesn't. But we should remember who we are talking about here, Meghan Markle. And she's not one of us. She doesn't think like us. The more failures Meghan Markle has, the less success she has with her own endeavours, the more likely she is to cling to Harry. Meghan is not going to let him go unless or until she has millions or a millionaire or billionaire to back her up. At the moment, the only access Meghan Markle has to millions is indeed to Harry's millions, his name, his title, and his status. Folks, it just is what it is. Maybe they are living separate lives now. Who really knows? But with the latest bullying allegations, Meghan's goose is cooked. And for all practical and financial purposes, Meghan is now dependent on Harry and his income potential as the son of a king and the son of Princess Diana. Okay, folks, that is it. We had McDonald's for lunch. That is indeed how lazy I am. I'm also still yawning, so I'm going to finish this and take to my bed with a book. Tomorrow is another day, and we will be up and at 'em tomorrow. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.